for every person that won't or says they can't treat you the way that you deserve to be treated, there is someone else that is willing to treat you 10 times better than you could even think of. I'm Amy. I'm a Reiki Master and Intuitive, and I kind of lost my train of thought there for a second, but this is a extension to the collective message I had last night. So if you haven't seen that, go over and listen to that message. This is a extension. I kind of felt like with the tarot message I got last night, I should probably do an extension of the tarot tonight. So that's what we're doing. Alright. And there was actually, I was talking about this person might differ from your type, and I realized that that's a card in this deck. So we're going to pull from this deck to see what's manifesting in love, what this person, or I'm sorry, who this person is. So let's see. And I've been really kind of like stumbling over my words, and I've also had this weird like phlegm in my throat. So maybe there is some sort of throat blockage at this time, you or this person. Like someone can't really speak how they feel, or they want to, but they keep trembling over their words. Alright, what do we need to know about this love coming into collective's life? Getting to know each other. There's chemistry, and then the soulmate card is behind that one. And I'm also getting, and behind those two, there was a very soon card in the reverse and then the unrequited love. So I'm getting that anything that came in and that kind of rushed into your life was never really meant for you. It really never was a emotional connection. I'm getting that was like a sexual or intimate connection. This is an 18 plus reading. I do want to put that disclosure on here. But I'm getting, and I don't like putting labels necessarily, especially with love readings. I try to stay away from the labels. But the soulmate card did come out. And just a reminder, you don't have to end up with a soulmate if you don't want to. You can be with whoever you want. You have free will in this lifetime. But I am getting chemistry and soulmate came out, and getting to know each other. So I'm getting this is going to be a slow bond. Like you might start off as friends at first, and then it slowly gravitates. But I even know that, you're not going to be deceived in the connection, like in your next year's connection, is what I'm getting, just based off of what I'm seeing. Maybe recently, or in the recent past, you attempted to date someone, you did date someone, and they deceived you, and you're scared of that repeating. I'm getting that you have the knowledge, you know the signs of those signs repeating. So even say someone comes in and repeats those patterns, you're not going to tolerate it. And one of the things I have mentioned, at least I think at the beginning of this reading I mentioned it. Like I keep stumbling over myself, so I apologize. But for every person that says they can't give you what you deserve, or they say they can't, or they just refuse to, there's someone else that's willing to give that to you. So really, at least for me, and I think I mentioned this in my tarot messages last night, where we're kind of getting to the point where it's like we are getting to know ourselves enough to where we know what we need long term in our life. We know what we need, and we know what we could tolerate without. And I'm getting the sense of, you know your value now. You know what your worth is when it comes to relationships. You know what you bring to the table. You know that everything that you give, you can easily receive in a relationship, and that it should be like a balance. And I just saw in my head the Two of Pentacles. So let's see what the tarot has to say about this. What does collective need to know? Page of Swords. I'm getting that you're really going with the flow. Like, I don't, like, you're kind of just like, I don't want to say waiting, because that's not really what's happening here. But there is something unexpected. Like, I feel like when this does come in, and I'm really not putting a timestamp on this, because I feel like this is a bigger collective, and I really don't want to put any pressure on the situation. This is an opportunity that's gonna come out of nowhere. I feel like you might be seeing other readings about this, and you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, right, but then it's gonna happen. Like, this is kind of like the prediction based on the current forecast of what's going on. Alright. What else do we need to know about what's going on here? Strength. And you know, this card kind of reminds me of Aladdin, like, because the princess has a tiger. There's something about that movie that's significant, because the first one I saw when I saw that card is Aladdin, just like that, the scene where she's with the tiger. But, and I really don't watch Disney a whole lot, so that's for someone. There's lots of orange here, so your sake or soccer could be significant. I see so many orange on the table. And I think a few readings ago, I pulled from the same deck and I saw lots of green, and that's connected to our heart chakra. Now I'm seeing lots of orange, and that's connected to our sacral. And that has to do with, okay, this is TikTok. I have to be careful what I say here. It's, like our intimacy and that area of our body. I think that's as PG as I can get with that. But it's about, like, your health relating to those organs and just your happiness around that area. I don't know. I really, you know, you can be reported for almost anything on the platforms, so I really have to keep it as PG as I can. But there's passion in it, and this connection is what I'm getting. That's your business. I'm gonna leave that where it is. And once again, the Empress came out, and the World card, and the Ace of Cups underneath it. So yeah, I mean, there's lots of happiness and lots of fulfillment and lots of love that's going to be given to you. Especially with the World card, like, the one, oh my gosh, yeah, Empress, the World, and the Ace of Cups, I'm really getting that you're being treated like royalty, or you're being treated very, very well, is what I'm getting. Like, you would have never thought that someone could even treat you like this, because you probably were like a babysitter in the past to your partners. And I don't want to say that, but maybe you kind of relate to feeling like a parent to your partner. And yeah, Six of Cups and reverse, are kind of moving away from that weird emotional baggage that you used to carry in relationships, and now it's like an equal give and take. Yeah, you're still a caregiver to this person, but it's reciprocated. So, like, when you feel like crap one day, like, they pick up the groceries for you, they cook for you, they do the cleaning for you, they do all of those things so that you don't have to. But then it's vice versa. Like, if they don't feel well, it's kind of the same thing. Or if you had a bad day at work, they pick some things up. If they had a bad day at work, you pick some of the chores up for them. So it's like a give and take. It's not like this one-sided weird vibe where it's like you're parenting a partner and they kind of expect you to do all this stuff for them. It's very much like, this is an equal give and take. I love you. It's reciprocated. You love them. It's very much a connection. I just keep seeing the Two of Pentacles. I know I didn't pull that, but I keep seeing it in my head. There's a balance of just loving each other, but it's healthy. Like, I don't see anything really bad. You You might question it, I'm not gonna lie, and that's what happens when the past kind of sucks when it comes to romantic relationships, is when you've never had something healthy before. They say the hardest relationship is your healthy relationship after the toxic one, because you're not used to it and you're convinced that something bad is going to come of it. But I don't see anything bad with this. This is someone you can trust. I think I'm going to leave it there because we're going on 10 minutes, but I will be posting a weekend reading probably tomorrow, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you next time. Bye.